All
Feel so
right.
relaxed.
It is It is relaxed. I love Twitch is not like I don't know anything else. But anyway, hello everybody. Welcome. This is my guest Matt, the singer of Cryptopsy and owner of Vox&Hops Podcast. How you doing, Matt?
That's correct. How are you? It's good to be with you. What's up, everyone? I hope you guys are doing well on this glorious Monday after Monday night.
Monday night. It's nice, dude. It's finally in the 70s here. Let's just put it that way. And you know that's nice for
Montreal.
Texas.
It was a little bit nicer today in Montreal. It's gotten warmer again because it got really cold for about a week, and it was like it's over.
Really?
That's it. It's over. And with COVID, you can't do anything inside.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it was a strange week, but it got warm again.
Oh, that's good. What is it up to now?
It
At
was
this
like
time of year?
20 Celsius
Celsius, yeah.
for anyone listening that understands what that means. Although the island of Montreal, where I live, and a few other places in Quebec, just got locked down again for the next 28 days.
What?
Yeah, that just happened today.
I did. Wow.
So,
Wow.
so
The
not
next.
like they just closed restaurants, they closed bars, they
Okay.
reduced uh,
Capacity of.
massive capacity of any events down to like 25 or something ridiculous like that.
Jeez. Did you guys have a spike?
We are having a crazy spike. We had
Oh
like
no. Fuck,
almost
man.
we had 900 cases yesterday and 800
Mm.
cases today, which is a lot for our population.
Yeah. No, that really is. Shit, man. Well, I hope it gets better.
It
They're-
has to.
Yeah, it needs to. I mean, Florida just reopened, like literally. But that's Florida. What do you expect, right?
Yeah.
No offense to anybody from there.
Andrew Garrity lives in Florida, and that makes it okay with me.
I fucking love Gary. That crazy son of a bitch.
Yes.
Oh shit, how's everyone doing tonight? Damn, we got a few people in here. This is great. I haven't done one of these episodes, streams at night.
Really?
So yeah, it's usually been an early afternoon thing. But
I don't understand Twitch, so you're gonna have to explain this whole thing to me.
what, Twitch?
Yeah.
Do you have an account?
I do not know.
Oh, you don't? It's easy as hell to sign up. I think you can like link it to your Facebook if it makes it easier to sign up. But so I mean, I didn't really dive into it until this whole pandemic happened because then I had the time to. And it's great. I mean, there's all different things. Like that's. I mean, I think when we talked last time on the phone a few weeks ago,
Hmm.
I suggested it to you. But I mean, I'm sure other people have suggested it to you as well, right? About doing
Yeah, yeah.
Twitch here and there.
Streaming some interviews, maybe something like that
You
would be
could.
interesting.
It's you know, it's not. See, I always thought it was just gaming, you know,
Hmm.
and obviously I'm pretty sure that's how Twitch started, was just all based around gaming. But I mean, it is everything from gaming to like if you go under the category underneath the stream, it says talk shows and podcasts.
Hmm.
There's a bunch of them. I mean, there's just everything. Music, you can do live shows. There's music, you know, there's DJs that DJ on here and shit too that stream it. It's nuts. I mean, there's just you can do really anything you
That's
want.
awesome.
You know, there's people that have streams that of them sleeping. Great, really weird shit. I don't know if they really happen anymore, but there. I remember watching or saw a YouTube video of a guy that literally streamed himself sleeping, and I was like, "What?" So
No way.
some crazy shit on Twitch, man. You know, there's just
Okay.
it's wild. I don't know. I don't understand that. All the stuff that I do is these episodes once a week or twice a week, and then I'll stream some games as well, or just hang out, chat with people. You know, the one I did last week was just an AMA with myself, and then just listening to anyone's, you know, if they're in a band, if they want me to check their band out, listen to the music. If they want my thoughts on their band's music, I'll give it to them. Give it to them
That's
straight.
cool.
Yeah.
Have you been presently surprised by anything that's like unsigned and
There's been a
you
good
know that?
amount. It's more so a lot of like good metalcore because I like metalcore a lot.
Hmm.
So there's been like surprisingly a good amount of bands like metalcore bands that are like really fucking solid that are like young people, like young dudes, and like just I don't know, just really good shit that I've found. just from doing streams on Twitch. Me and my Sean from Continental, he does Metalcore Nerds podcast, and
That's right. Yeah.
yeah, and my friend Joel Haston, he manages like Wolf King, who else? Aether, a bunch of bands, and we do this thing like twice a month. We haven't done it in a few weeks though, because we're like rebranding it in a sense. But like a listening party type of deal. It's just us three, and we'll, bands will submit their music, and we'll hang out, go and critique their music. Go, if they want like how I really feel about the music, I'll give it to them straight.
Which you should. That's what it's all about.
Exactly.
You don't have to sugarcoat. You don't sugarcoat in real life, so
no, exactly.
This should be your exact personality if you're doing this.
Yeah, so that's been cool. I mean, on the last one we did, I was like very straightforward with everything. There was times I was like, no, this ain't good. I'm sorry. And the dude was like, really? I'm sorry, man. But hey,
me being
honest?
myself, I'm getting thirsty, Dan.
Oh yes, look at that. Look what he has. Still has the Devastation beer.
That's right.
Dude,
it is a
so
black lager.
Oh, that's what it is, a black lager.
Brewed by Henderson Brewing Company.
Yes.
From Toronto, because there was supposed to be an after party.
Mm-hmm. There
at
was.
The Devastation of the Nation gig last March, and they brewed a collaborative beer for Vox&Hops Party and for Devastation on the Nation. So I'm going to crack this open. Yeah. I don't know if you got a beer, but
no, I didn't. Remember when you sent me that one beer and it took a month for me to get it?
It was ridiculous. I didn't.
Like a month, dude. I was like, come on.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Eventually. Yeah, I was gonna ask you to send me one of those, but I was like, it's gonna take another fucking month. And it's how is it? I mean, I'm sure it's good.
It smells malty.
I like lager.
Oh, it got a little bit sweeter over time.
Did it really? I mean, when was it brewed? When was it brewed? Not January.
March? Early March.
Early March.
Yeah. Late February, early March. It's a tad sweeter, but it's still delicious.
That's good.
Clocks in at the can says it's 1%, but on Untapped it says it's another percentage.
Really?
So I here it says 6%, but I think it's more of like a 7.2.
Oh, all right.
It's
That's good.
Very good, and it would have been very dangerous that night at had the party.
Oh, that would have been great. I was like,
and they had spoken about doing it again for
the
following, but you just once again. No, I'm headed in a positive direction.
Oh,
you were avant-garde immediately when COVID hit you.
Oh,
you immediately rescheduled, and here you are. You are one of the first big tour packages, festivals, to pull the plug and just wait till you can do it safely. So once again, you're thinking ahead of everyone else.
Yeah. I try. I mean, even, Stefan had a hand in that too, because me and him talked about it. And I was like, what do you think I should do? I'm like, I think I should just cancel it. I don't want to wait till the last minute. And he was just like, I think that's the right move. Me and him are always like, him and Mauricio are just always, for the most part, on the same page. We've always been. And I think that's why I've been with them for almost 7 years.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
and you guys got a great roster, and it is all the points that you made were right. Is who knows what's going to happen with these clubs?
I can't do even the only band that needed a visa is Rotting Christ. So say even if they were to get it, and then the tour happened, but at half capacity, the money wouldn't even be there.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, especially because you sold the tickets at a certain price, so you have to honor those tickets.
Yeah, and we have a few sold out shows already.
Yeah. And what are you going to do those people, eh?
How do you even pick who to refund?
You do like a Hunger Games lottery.
Yeah, so
you guys made the right decision, because who knows what, and I don't want to play these reduced capacity shows.
I don't want to do it either
all the time.
It's just going to be so weird.
You're looking out at a half-empty room, people seated with masks.
Yeah.
And then, you finish the gig. You're still going to have that exhilaration because you played the show, but you finished the gig, and then you're like, that was it? And they're like, yeah, man, that was sold out. And I was like, okay.
All right. Is this real?
Yeah, but I can't wait to get back onto stage. I'm lucky that I have the podcast that still gives me that feeling, that, that the little jitters, the little... queasiness in my stomach. Right before I do an interview, I always have that worry of like, did I do enough prep work? Is the artist actually going to connect?
Yeah.
So there's always that. So if anyone that's listening doesn't know Vox and Hops, my podcast,
Yeah, tell everyone.
I started a podcast about metal and craft beer, where I sit down with fellow metal musicians, talk about their lives, music, and craft beer, because it is a massive, massive passion of mine. And I've discovered that over the years that just sharing a brew with someone and having a chat with them, you can just get so personal and so deep. So that's something that I wanted to bring into the world of podcasting, and I love it. I have over 185 episodes out. Number 186 comes out tomorrow.
Wow.
I'm super stoked about it. It's just, I see 200 coming. I'm like, who am I going to get?
Who's going to be the 200th?
Yeah. I got to get someone big. I don't know. I have like a list in my phone. they're all.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. They're all unreachable, so it will require some favors.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
See how that
call
goes.
Some people.
I do have my 2-year anniversary in the
When
works.
is that?
Oh, it's coming up at the end of October.
That's right. Okay.
So that's coming. I can't announce it yet because of the COVID restrictions that just happened today. It is not a public thing. It is still very private.
Yeah.
We think that through what they put out today, we can still pull off what I had in mind, but it's going to be very cool, and it is very Cryptopsy.
Nice. Very Cryptopsy. I like that.
Absolutely.
That I'm stoked.
Yeah, and Dan's been on the podcast twice.
Yeah.
Twice, and you would have been back on a Thursday. That would have been great.
What do you do? Are you scaled it down to once a month now?
That's right. I started during the pandemic just hanging out with Vox and Hops fans. I called them my Vox and Hops heads. I started it really just started so organically. I don't even remember really how it happened. I just started inviting past Vox and Hops alumni, the people that have been on the podcast, to come hang out with me on a Thursday.
Yeah.
And I opened it up to the public, and it just grew from there. We did it for 6 months every Thursday.
Okay.
The community that grew was just so beautiful. And I've seen people hang out together and get together, and they're doing beer trades and music trades. And I can't wait to go back on tour just to actually go out to dinner with each of them and hang out with them, because I've seen them more than I've seen my friends.
Yeah, because you probably have like a good amount of people that come back for the Thirsty Thursday, right? Like regulars, I should say.
Exactly. And then it got to a certain point. It's sort of like going to your local pub.
Yeah.
Every week, and you hang out with your pub people, and you have
it's like the same thing.
A very niche, gathering of interests, being metal and craft beer. So we all just start off at the same place. And I started noticing that after I would say goodbye and end my Zoom meetings on Thursdays, about 2-3 months into Thirsty Thursdays, and I saw that people were still hanging out on Facebook in different Zoom meetings. So I started hosting after parties. So now there's an after party after Thirsty Thursday where people just keep hanging out, and they've hung out until 3 a.m, 4 a.m. sometimes. People have passed out. But we all encourage each other to drink water, and I don't like hearing people being too hungover.
Yeah,
hungover after, because it's dangerous drinking in front of a screen. It's something that
it's different.
You drink much faster. You drink much faster. So yes, I went back to work, and I started. The podcast is doing quite well. I signed to a podcast network called Sound Talent Media, which is ran by the great people of Sound Talent Group, which is a booking agency in the States.
Big agency too.
Yeah, they're really, really fucking cool.
They're good people.
Absolutely. Yeah. So with all of that happening, and back at work, my wife back in school, we got 2 little kids. I've scaled Thirsty Thursdays down to once a month, but I have to make it cool and special. So it's not just a once a month thing. I'm actually going to host I'm going to interview a past Vox and Hops guest, someone from the Vox and Hops alumni, and then everyone. in front of the group, and then I open up the questions to the group at the end, and then that whole thing becomes a new Vox and Hops episode that comes out the following Thursday.
Yeah. That's a really cool idea.
I try to keep it special for my gang. I really think they're really awesome. And then it would be really cool if I can get on Twitch and just put the Thirsty Thursdays up there, the interview portion of it. I should think of that. I have to figure that out.
I feel like you could even
Yeah.
for the Thirsty Thursday, like you could live stream it because you use Zoom, right? You could just
That's
put
correct,
that
yeah.
right into. Everyone uses this program called OBS.
That's what I've been hearing. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you could just literally put you could just window capture the Zoom call,
Awesome.
and all the audio will go through it. And
Yeah.
then you
At least for
just stream.
the interview portion of it, like because my
Okay,
first guest
yeah.
coming up this Thursday is Danny Marino, who was actually the very first Vox and Hops guest ever.
Oh,
I've known him forever
why is
from
that
The
name
Agonist.
sound? Yes, that's right, the Agonist.
Yeah, so
His name
I love
sounds
him.
familiar.
Love him to death. I remember being super nervous starting interviewing him, and he was like, "Dude," like before I pushed record, he was like, "Dude, you've played Whacken. You can do this."
You played whacking, bro.
And I was like, "You're right." So we hung out, and it was a good episode. So
That's great. That's awesome.
so he's going to be my first guest, and I'm really stoked about that. This is
that-
happening October 1st. So he was like, "How
Oh,
can
it's
I
coming
share
up.
this?
Thursday,
How can I
yeah.
share this to my fans?" So that's where streaming it on Twitch would make sense. So I'm going to hook that up for November 1st.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
gonna
if you
make-
need help, just call me. I'll walk you through
Awesome.
it.
Awesome, awesome.
I have it late. I think I have it down for the most part. How to use it all. It's been going well. At first it was a little, a learning curve, but it's once you get the hang of it, it's the easiest shit.
Yeah, we got a good community around us. It's really nice to see how the metal community helps each other out. It's something that I find very interesting.
Yeah, no, it's awesome.
And beautiful.
There's a lot of metal people, a lot of metalheads on Twitch. I mean, Joe, the singer from Fit for an Autopsy, he's on Twitch. He hasn't streamed in a little bit, but he's a partner with Twitch.
Really?
Yeah, he's partnered. Tim, the guitarist from Fit for an Autopsy, is on Twitch. He's not partnered yet. I'm sure he will get partnered soon enough. Adam, the singer of Oceano, he's Block Mario on here. BLAQ Mario. You should watch his stream sometime. I'll send you a link. He's
Very cool.
honestly the best. I love watching him.
There's Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Mueller.
Mueller?
How do you say his last name?
Mueller.
I know he's on it.
He's on it. Merciless Concept. Who else is on it? There's a bunch, dude. There's so many more people on it. It's crazy. Samus is on it, and he's partnered as well.
He's a machine, that guy.
Dude, he's one of the best fucking drummers. That dude's fucking out of his mind. Good. So yeah, there's a lot of people on Twitch. It's cool. It's growing all the time. Oh, LJ, thanks for gifting that sub to Overactive Bass. Yo,
That's
from me and Chris.
overactive bass
Is
is Ollie.
Oh, Ollie, what the fuck, man? Oh, is Chris with him right now too?
Maybe.
He said, "Yo, from me and Chris." Dude, that's awesome. God, I
lost my comments somehow.
Did you?
I didn't make comments.
Did you close it out by accident? Is the stream up?
Oh, I see it now. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I got it.
What's that?
I figured it out. I'm good.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
good.
It's all good. So yeah, let's go back to when we first met. That was a funny. That was a good tour. Devastation on the Nation. It was.
Devastation on the Nation. Cryptopsy was playing None So Vile in its entirety.
Nuts.
We were in that fucking horrible piece of shit green bus, green blue.
It was like turquoise.
Bus,
yeah.
Which everybody has had.
Dude, everybody's had it. After that, I've seen like 5 other bands with it. And I believe there was one, I feel like Cataclysm had it. And then when I went to see Cataclysm, Vader had it.
Vader just had it. I said, well,
it's
7
earlier this year. Ago. Yeah. I mean, it seems like yesterday.
I think that was the last metal tour that went through the States in its entirety.
I think that one and that Ingested tour that I had out in February.
Yeah.
And Valenath.
Yeah.
And that was like it, I feel like. Oh, and the Origin tour did like 3 shows. With Beneath the Massacre. I feel so bad for those guys. Me too. Yeah.
And they tried so hard to keep it going. Yeah. Jesus. So yeah, that tour was crazy. It was fun. I met a lot of people that I'm still in contact with during that tour. Rivers of Nile were on that.
Yeah.
Bryce Butler was on that.
He was. Oh yeah, Seeker was on it for half of it.
Yeah, Garrity? No, Garrity wasn't on that one.
I don't think Garrity was on that one. No. He was on.
We had a
Dark Fear
blast. We had an absolute blast. It was so much fun. Zenith Passage was on that one.
Yeah.
Decrepit Birth were on that
Decrepit.
one. It was really, really, really,
It was a
very,
good
very
tour.
fucking cool. And we had a lot of fun. You were quiet.
Yeah, first. Yeah, a little bit. I think Flo intimidated me a little bit, but no, me and him loosened up to each other.
We
the Flo juice.
We wanted our towels. But
yes. As long as I had the towels for them, because I don't know if everyone knows, but I tour managed the first week and a half of that tour because Bryce, my partner with the tour, he's the singer from Seeker. He was on tour with his band for the first week and a half in Canada with Psychroptic. So it was either like I find somebody else to TM the first week and a half, or I just go TM the first week and a half of my fucking tour. So that's what I did. But yeah, that was, as long as I got Cryptopsy, their towels.
Our water and our towels.
To water and towels, yeah. I remember, I think it was, I don't know, when you guys played Maryland Death Fest. That was like an off day for the tour. It was just you guys and Decrepit playing it. Great fucking show, bro.
I think that was one of my favorite gigs ever. It was like really a groundbreaking gig for myself because Maryland Death Fest is such a pinnacle of the metal scene, man. And I find it's a very important show. So for me to go up and do None So Vile in its entirety, it was sort of like a stamp of approval for myself as a vocalist.
Yeah.
Doing extreme metal because, as everyone knows, my path into extreme metal started off on shaky legs, but I feel like that night solidified everything, and I felt good since then.
Dude, that night was nuts. I didn't really know what to expect, and it was packed, beyond packed, and it was just fucking wild, man. Everyone staged. I mean, the energy was at it was literally at an 11.
It was so cool. It was awesome. And then Pig Destroyer dudes were there. Michelle Ayoub was there from Montreal. We just had a crazy night. There was Flow Juice flowing.
There was Flow Juice that night. I think that's the first night I had it, and Alex Kendrick was like, "Yo, Flo's making his juice." I'm like, "What do you mean he's making his juice?"
That's when I met Kendrick.
You met Kendrick on that tour.
Yeah. Immediately friends. We had been in Iceland right before going to that.
Oh.
And we were doing typical Cryptopsy shenanigans, just hanging out drinking craft beer at the micro bar. It was so much fun. What a great little place in Reykjavik. Wow. And we had a great time. Then we did right into Devastation, and then right after that we went and did a leg in Europe doing None So Vile in its entirety there.
That's right.
So it was really cool. And it started Devastation started in Manchester at the Jewel.
It was Bungalow.
Yes,
that was a little rough that night.
This is where I'm heading.
Jewel would have been better, I feel like. I've never been to Jewel though, so I don't know.
I've played the Jewel with Belphegor. It was better.
It was better, but
it wasn't great.
Yeah.
But I remember saying, "This is going to be the tour, right?" I think the stage was like this high and it was made out of plywood.
Dude, yeah, I definitely got the wrong impression of this venue because I've never been there before, but I seen like pictures. I'm like, oh, it looks fine. This could do. We were going to have it in Boston originally, but just, again, money wasn't there. So it's just like, well, let's do it here because the money's there. So it was like, but then you learn, you're like, okay, let's take a little bit less money next time to know that we're going to be at a good spot. But anyway, that night I remember I showed up because Rivers and Al picked me up.
Really?
I was living I've been in Texas for 7 years, but my family lives in New York. So I went home like a week before the tour started to see family and stuff. And then I arranged it so Rivers could pick me up on the way because I was actually on the way to New Hampshire from them in Pennsylvania. So they did, and they got to my house at the, good timing. It was just like, yeah, we're going to get there ahead of time. This is going to be good. Nope. Just hit fucking traffic, dude. And as soon as the traffic would clear up, it would just, you get hit again. Stop. It just kept doing that. And it should have taken us, I think, 3.5 hours, 4 hours to get there. It took us like 6.5.
Wow.
And I remember just getting there, I don't know, like an hour after load in. and just like rushing, trying to get this shit going. I get everyone, say hi to everybody, obviously, get the Devastation merch set up, but more importantly, make sure everything's going to fucking run on time. But it was a little chaotic that night. It was a little rough start, but after that, it was pretty good from there on out.
We did well, and then you brought us all those. Your friend got us all those coffees, those cold coffees.
Oh yes, high brew.
They were so good.
Yeah,
I think it was that. Yeah,
I think it was high brew.
They would get us through. I would drink one before. I said it was like drinking liquid cocaine. It was
for sure. That's literally what it was. You drink like the black coffee or the espresso one. It was just like lights you up. And we got those. I think I had them for the first show, maybe, or we picked them up in New York City. I think
in New York City, it feels, and that was great. That was a great gig too. New York City.
All you guys were. Oh, that show was nuts. St. Vitus,
yeah,
the best. Love that place. Small as hell. Kind of annoying to deal with, but
it's got a vibe.
But the vibe is the best part. Everything about the place is fucking awesome. The vibe is great.
It's ran by cool people too. I feel like they take good care of us.
No, they do. I mean, when we showed up that day, it was just like they opened the door and they're like, for me, right? Arthur was just like, all right, hey, Dan, come with me. And he's like, okay, here's the guarantee. Here's the buyout. Here's a few cases of beer. Here's your cases of water. Here's your towels. Have a good night. Let me know if you need anything. I was like, okay. Like, why can't it be like this everywhere? Like, this is beautiful. So
I'm running after the guy.
No running. It was just like loading. You're just done. I was like, okay, paid everybody. I'm like, all right, let's party. Everyone has their money. Cool. All right, don't talk to me about it. If you lose it, that's your fault. And let's just fucking party. And that was the night we got the coffee. And we got it in New York City. Then I got another shipment in Texas.
Yeah.
I think we did one. I got one in California. I remember Flo being like, can you get more? Are you going to get more?
It's how we would get into the frame of mind.
Just crack one open and just go.
We had fun. That was a very, very fun tour.
Yeah, it was. I remember Toronto I was a mess.
You survived. It was very. I survived. I think that's when you first started talking to me. It was like what? It was a week and a half into the tour. We had like
no, it wasn't. Together. It wasn't a week and a half. That was like 4 days in, 5 days in, 5 days in. Right. Yeah.
And that's when you became really chatty because you were severely intoxicated.
Yeah, dude.
Before you passed out, and then the border guard.
I can't believe I didn't wake up.
Yeah. And then you luckily the guy was nice, and he just let you sleep in the back and just shine a light in your face.
Look at my passport, right? Or did he have my passport, right? You guys,
because Chad
had my backpack.
Yeah. Massive shout out to Chad.
Chad's the man.
So awesome.
Yes. I remember that morning being in the front lounge, feeling like death, and just being like, okay, where's my phone? Where's my wallet? Where's my bag? Because I really had no idea where anything was. And Chad was like, go look in the shower. I'm like, why? Just go look in the shower. And there's my backpack. He put it in there.
He's the best.
And my phone was plugged in my bunk. I guess I did that.
Yeah, that's drunk Dan.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I gotta like plug my phone in. I gotta be kind of responsible. And then I didn't know where I put the merch money, like the Devastation merch money, and your guarantee, Cryptopsy's money. And then Flo came to the front lounge and was just like, how you feeling, blah blah blah. And he's like, and I was like, did I pay you last night? He's like, no. I'm like, oh.
Oh my God!
In my head, I'm like, oh, gotta go to the ATM today.
Shit.
And then I went to the back lounge, and I'm sitting next to my suitcase, and I just decide to. I remember, I will never forget it. And I remember opening up the side pocket, and there's just a wad of cash. One wad was Devastation money, the merch money, and the other wad, the thing of cash was Cryptopsy's money. And I was like. I am awesome. I am such a smart drunk.
Sometimes it works. Before you black out, everything's good.
Yeah, everything's good. But it was.
We got to drink water, people.
Yes. Oh, dude.
You got to drink water and behave.
You gotta hydrate. I think it was what happened was just the owner of the venue, this dude I knew. I didn't know he even owned the venue. I never met him before. So I never been to Toronto before, and he came to the show, and he was just like, "Yo, you want a drink?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, I'll take a drink." And then it went from that to being, "Hey, you want a shot? You want a shot? Hey, let's do another shot. Hey, dude, come over here. You want to do another shot?" And it was downhill.
He didn't have to cross the border that night. He just
No.
had to crawl to his bed.
Yes, no, he did not have to cross the border. Luckily, we got a really nice border guy, officer.
Oh God, it could have been anything.
It could have been.
Probably now would be much. Everything is probably much worse.
Dude, yeah, it would be bad right now.
I don't know what's going to go on once we all start doing this again in 2022, 2023. You said the fall of 2021, but you seem to be.
It's like, who really knows? You know what I'm saying? It's just like one of those things where it's like a lot of people are planning stuff for like mid next year onward, and it's like, okay, yeah, we can do this, we can plan for things, but is that gonna happen? So, I mean, I'm hoping we have some sort of clearer answer before the end of this freaking year, because it's about to be October.
Yeah. Well, what I'm wondering is as a band, is it better for your brand to keep lining up tours and postponing and canceling them, or to just wait and book something that's actually going to happen?
Yeah.
Do you want to continue to look busy? I have like one band in mind, but I don't want to name anyone.
That's fine. You don't have to.
That's constantly booking tours when they most probably in their mind know that it's not going to happen. So I don't know if they just to keep the hype going for a new record release.
Yeah.
Is it better to keep having aspirations, or is it better just to wait?
Yeah, I know. In my head, like me personally, I haven't tried to book anything in months. The last thing I was actively getting holds and offers for was some Imperial Triumphant Tombs dates for like a week. That was
now just waiting now with their 2 new records that are going to drop, because that new Imperial record that came out is amazing, and they're super hype now.
Oh,
especially
yeah.
with Behemoth just had them
the live show.
Open the live show, and now Tombs is dropping this new record, so their package is probably going to cost more if you can go full capacity.
Exactly. Yeah, so it's just like, there's been some bands of mine like, oh, we should look for stuff. I mean, there's some tours next year I have bands on, but there's one in particular that's scheduled for the spring, but I don't have an actual offer for the 2 bands. It was just like, hey, do they want to do this? What would they need if the tour can only happen at 50% capacity? And then what would they need if the tour can happen at 100% capacity? So we gave them numbers, the agent numbers, and he was like, okay, that's reasonable for both. But he hasn't gotten offers. He's only gotten holds, because he's like, if I get offers now, they're going to be shit.
Yeah.
They're going to be shit offers. There's no point. So I'm not even doing anything like that. Me personally, it's just, I've told a good amount of bands, I'm like, we need to wait. We need to just wait and see. And, even Rotting Christ for, going back to Devastation on the Nation, Rotting Christ was like, should we reschedule to fall 2021? I'm like, I just don't want to do that. I rescheduled a year, 11 months.
And you did it smartly because all of their visas would still be viable, right?
Well, Rotting Christ doesn't even have visas right now. Theirs expired.
No. Oh, yeah. Okay. They were the one exception in that.
Yeah. Borknagar and Wolfheart, their visas expire, I think, the 3rd week of March. And I had it originally, the rescheduled dates were going to, the tour was going to end 4 days before their visas expired. So it was perfect for them. Perfect. It was amazing. Yeah. Dude, I was like, when I rescheduled that fucking thing, like, it was like one day getting everyone to reconfirm the bands, right? Get all the bands to reconfirm. And that took a day, which is surprising when it comes to European bands. And then usually it takes a few days or weeks.
But it was an amazing tour.
Yeah. Yeah. And then it was just, everyone was in, booked it, but it is what it is.
It is.
Now it's just, we got to wait.
I'm wondering if when you do start booking again, if you're going to still like it.
I guess it really depends on how things are going to be, right? I don't know. We're going to see. I mean, a lot of people are like, man, I don't get how you like been doing it for so long, this and that. I mean, I've been doing it like 14 years, right? A little more than 14 years. And I'm like, I think the one thing that keeps me pulled in is when I get a band or bands tours with bands they want to tour with, right? That's on like their bucket list. Like I always ask the bands I work with for a list of bands they want to tour with, so I have an idea of what they want to do, and I'll throw my ideas in it too. And when you, as an agent, for me at least, when I get bands I work with these tours, with bands on their bucket list, and they're fucking stoked about it, it's like that's like the best feeling in my opinion. That gets me so fucking pumped up. It's just like, yes, this fucking rules, or I put together a sick tour package, especially when it comes to Devastation. It's my baby. Want to get a good ass lineup together. It's like, dude, it gets me so stoked, and that just keeps me pulled in. The money can be great too, but I think the overall is just like when you put together a tour and it runs great and it's successful, everyone had a blast. That's the best feeling. And
if it resonates with the fans, and it becomes, it's interesting, having your own tours is something to be proud of.
Yeah,
because there's so many, and there hasn't been a flop year, let's say, such as some other bigger tours that rhyme with blotters. But he signed Smashing Pumpkins, and that's,
dude, he did.
I'm excited about that record.
I am too. I'm like, that's fucking nuts. I saw that. I was like, is that real?
Yeah.
Is that fucking real? It's real. It's on their YouTube. Holy shit, it's real.
The song is good. Yeah.
The song's good. I don't dislike it. I think it's cool. But I mean, even like I was even skeptical with the last Summer Slaughter. I was like, is this gonna do well? And it did. It did, surprisingly. And even Rivers and I were like skeptical on it, and we all were. And then the offer that they got was really good, so they were just like, let's fucking do it. The position is good in the tour. We have a good slot. The money's good. Let's just fucking do it. And then they did it, and they were just like, yo, this tour went really well. We had a blast. This was really good. So that surprised us. I'm
stoked for them. Yeah. I just want them to keep going.
Oh, dude.
I want this next. I hope that all these bands that had hype still have the same hype train, like naming a few off the top of my head, like Rivers of Nile, Cattle Decapitation, who had just dropped Death Atlas, that was doing so fucking well. I hope that nobody forgets all these bands were doing well, and then there's all these new bands that are coming in, and everybody's all in about it, but these bands didn't get their payday, their time to shine.
Yeah.
For as long as they should have, because they couldn't tour and they couldn't get up on the stage in front of people.
That's what sucks. Because even Cattle Decap, I think they did like 1 or 2 tours.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Was it one that headliner? And then I think they did one other, maybe? I could be wrong. Maybe in Europe or something. They did like
Summer Slaughter.
They did a little something. Well, Summer Slaughter was before the new record, though.
Exactly. I don't think they did very much at all, actually. I think they did something in Europe.
Because the headliner did great. When the record dropped, they did that headliner.
Yeah. Just killed it. Yeah.
Killed it.
Such a good record.
It's their best work. Which blew me away, because their previous record, I was like, man, how the fuck are they going to top this?
By harnessing in the witch old lady vocals. I love it.
Yes, dude. Why? He is the most unique vocalist.
He gets so mad when I say that.
But there's no one else that sounds like him.
There's a lot of people trying to now.
No, they're trying to. That they can't. There's no way they can mimic what he does. He's something else.
There's that part of it, and then there's the whole creative brain behind it, where he has a whole concept, and the album is tied up in a neat little bow, and everything is there for a reason. And I think that's very commendable.
I agree,
and the work of Dave Otero.
Dave Otero's the man.
He's so good.
So much respect
the record sounds amazing, and all the little ideas, so cool.
Yeah,
so
all of it. Even art goes right down to the artwork too. It's like amazing. Just like such a beautiful piece of art, all around. Well, Benny, let's see. Benny has a question. Matt, what has been your favorite tour?
Oh boy.
You've done. How many years have you been in Cryptopsy now?
I've joined in 2007, but we did nothing until 2008.
Okay.
So I think favorite tour, there's different like levels of favorite and why.
Yeah.
Always, the one that sticks with you the most is your first. So Summer Slaughter.
That was your first.
Enough. 2008. We weren't the best version of Cryptopsy. We had a lot of fun. It was a lot of partying. That's sort of where I discovered craft beer.
Oh,
I remember the night at right outside the Masquerade. We were parked there next to that weird ass, sketchy elevator contraption that you put.
Oh, the old Masquerade. Yes. Oh my god. You put your most
precious prized possessions in the world.
Scariest thing I've ever witnessed. Ever.
Your musical gear onto this platform.
Just literally a platform.
And then there's a pulley system that pulls it up into a hole in the system 3 flights up. And it's ancient. It's ancient.
Yeah, it's that place, bro.
So that night we went to this little place. Me and Donaldson, the guitarist Chris Donaldson, and that's where I bought my first Sierra Nevada and Blue Moon, and that was so that tour, it was my first major tour playing. It was my first time. Was it my first time? It was one of the first times that I would go up onto another band's tour bus and hang out with them, Cataclysm and
oh shit, yeah, that
Black Dahlia Murder. It was an amazing tour. So many friends made.
Wow.
Favorite tour, like just to rock and have fun. There's been so many. A really fun one. Recent would be Hell Over Europe.
Yeah, with Aborted. Right?
Aborted, Cytotoxin, Benighted, Cryptopsy. That was an ingest, and then there was the UK run where, goddamn, I always mess up their name. Unfathomable Ruination.
Yeah, yes, yeah, been sick.
And Ingested popped on.
Yep.
That's when I met the Ingested Boys for the first time.
It was that
so that tour was really, really fun. Because I think like 60% of it was sold out.
Oh wow.
We just killed it. It was really, really fun. The vibe on the bus was insane. So much fun. Crazy party nights.
Yeah.
Lady fights. If anyone doesn't know what a lady fight is, it is something that you should Google.
It's something you should Google.
Andrew Garrity brought lady fights onto that tour, and it was a well worth giggle fest. I guess I'll tell you, it's not. Maybe lady fights is not the right name for 2020. People might get offended, but everyone gets offended by something nowadays.
Yeah.
Two men tuck their genitals between their legs.
Oh my god!
And as they are nude, and they wrestle, and the first one whose genitals comes untucked loses. So we had a few matches that went down throughout that tour. That was priceless.
Holy shit!
So much fun. And then the American version of that was equally as fun with Hideous Divinity.
Yeah, they were on that one.
Aborted, Cryptopsy, and Benighted were there for a little bit, and it was so much fun. They were crazy. They did not sleep on that tour. They went sightseeing every day.
Yeah,
which is the right thing to do, but they were crazy.
That's insane.
There's a few others, of course. When you go and play in Tokyo, we did just one fly-in show.
You went to Tokyo, right?
Yeah, just to play Loud Park. We did Loud Park in 2012. I was in Tokyo for a weekend.
Wait, hold on one second. My shit just stopped working. I don't know why. It said it reconnected, and then now it's not reconnected.
Don't worry.
Hold on. Oh, yeah. Hold on, guys. Yeah, it's saying, what the hell? This never happened before. I don't remember, at least.
I'm not even wearing my I have one shirt. I have one shirt that anytime I wear it and I'm recording the video of it, the video crashes, so I don't wear it anymore.
Are you serious?
It's an Insight shirt. Max Cavalera's son's band?
Yeah, okay, we're back.
I'll never wear it because there's always a technical thing.
That's crazy. Okay, we're back.
So I was saying Loud Park 12, that was crazy. Sebastian Bach played, Slayer played.
Oh man, yeah.
In Flames played. And it was in this arena. It was out of this world. So that would be another one that's up there, especially since we were there for 3 days. It was crazy. And the most recent Asian tour was a lot of fun tour, but it was a no sleep. extravaganza,
No sleep.
which those things are. Shout out to Sampara Song from Slam Man Bookings. I love
Dude,
him.
he's wild. Yeah, that
He's
dude,
super cool.
hard
He's
worker.
super cool. Absolutely.
Hard worker.
That kid can sleep anywhere.
Yes.
We go into a plane and he's like immediately, and we're all like, just like, oh God, I can't,
Yeah, what's he? How do you sleep like that? There's some people that just can sleep.
It's amazing.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh shit! What's up, Mike Leon? Mike Leon from Soulfly, the bassist from Soulfly's in here.
Hey, how you doing?
What's up, dude?
I heard something about Max Cavalera Insight. Yes, I was saying whenever I host, I do interviews and I wear my Insight shirt. There's technical difficulties, so I won't wear it anymore. I'm sorry, Rick.
It's cursed.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, guys.
I'm sorry, Richie. Sorry, Richie. I can't wear it anymore.
That's so fucking weird. There's always something like that. You got like, a shirt or something that for some reason brings something weird happens. It's like,
it's so silly. It's so something that I don't even believe in, but I won't wear it. It's like that on stage too, If you make that one mistake doing this one stage move, you'll never do it again.
Yeah, you're never gonna do it again because you're gonna break your fucking leg or hand or something. Oh shit! So there was another question. Some of my subscribers asked me, so I'll ask them in my Discord channel. Like, if you got any questions that come to mind that you'd like me to ask the guest for tonight, being you, just shoot me with them. And my friend, I think it was Benny, he asked, what's your favorite beer?
Oh, there's so many.
Do you have one?
No, I don't. No,
there can't be. It's like, how do you pick just one?
I like a lot of beers, and I like a lot of style of beers.
Yeah,
because a beer, as with music, there's a perfect beer for every situation.
Yeah.
So it depends on the mood and the time of the night. The perfect beer and the beer that I want the most right now, since I just finished this Devastation Black Lager, the collab between Henderson Brewing and Vox&Hops, which was made for Devastation on the Nation, is now empty. So it's not that beer. That beer is not my favorite beer anymore. But this one just might be. This one just might be. I really, really like this brewery. This is from
I like that label.
Here in Montreal, from Beauregard Brasserie Distillerie. They only make dark beers, and I love that in a world full of haze hype, where everyone wants their IPAs to be cloudy and juicy. These guys went ahead and just decided to have as a business model, we are only going to make dark beers, barrel-aged beers, or complex dark sour beers. So this one specifically is their porter aged in bourbon. It clocks in at 8.6%. I love that it's these little mini cans.
Yeah, I see that. I don't think I've seen like a beer in those cans.
It's like a Red Bull. Yeah, it's like a Red Perfect one person, one sitting. You can't make a mistake and be ruined afterwards after one of these, as opposed to like a whole 750 ml. They actually made a double dry hopped IPA. Everyone went apeshit because they'd buy it thinking that it was going to be a hazy, and of course it wasn't. It was a black. It wasn't a black IPA. It was a dark hazy IPA. It was. Really? Weird. Not my favorite beer, to be honest. But this stuff is really solid. I'm going to crack that. So that would be my favorite beer right now.
That's your favorite one. What's the percentage on that one?
Of right now, like of today.
Today, yes.
At this exact moment. This is an 8.6.
8.6? Nice.
But it's, pours out omnious.
Ooh, look at those Vox&Hops glasses.
Yes, sir.
When are those going on the merch store?
They're up. I have a few left.
Oh, really?
At the Vox&Hops Big Cartel. Yeah, it's my 9-ounce tasting glasses. It's the exact style of glass I like to use when I'm at home drinking craft beer with my friends, when I could have friends over.
Yeah, when I could have them over here. How's everyone holding up, like the kids and stuff, your wife and kids?
They're good. We're okay. My wife just went back into school.
Yeah, she's a teacher.
And the kids, right? I have a 4.
No,
she's not studying teacher.
Oh, okay.
She was studying. She's going through a career change once again, for the better. Not for
the
better.
That's good. It's good.
And she's.
I might be too. Who the fuck knows?
He's back in school, and
Okay.
the kids are at home. We pulled them out of daycare because
Don't want to risk. Yeah.
nah,
Or
no, because I work in daycare right now, and I feel like it's rather safe for the kids. We were very
very cautious and
safe,
safe.
and I wear a mask and goggles all day long
Oh
for
wow,
like
even
8
goggles.
to 9 hours. Yeah, yeah,
You
and
could probably you
I'm
have
used
to.
to it at this point, just the way that it is.
Yeah.
And you would think that kids react, but funnily enough, like I used to make kids scared. Like there was always a few
Before,
kids that would be
like, yeah.
afraid of me. Yeah, yeah. But now that I'm wearing this, they're not afraid of me anymore.
It's so
I
funny.
think that's
Do they
hilarious.
laugh at you? Are they just like laugh at you at
No,
all? No.
this we all have it. So it's
Oh,
just
okay.
this is normal.
Even the
They don't know any.
kids?
They're so exactly. No, 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 no,
Oh,
no.
okay.
The kids don't wear anything.
The people that work at the daycare.
Yeah. We wanted just to keep the kids home because my work is far away, and the commute would be too much.
Oh,
And
okay.
I'm not ready. I personally don't like commuting by public transport as of yet. So I've been biking, which is fighting the hops, which is good. Which
Yeah,
you
it's
need to
yeah,
fight
I
the
know.
hops.
I'm looking to buy a bike. Me and my girlfriend, I'm like, we need to get a couple bikes. I miss it.
Yeah, I got one right before it was like uber popular here in
Oh,
Montreal
yeah.
because it's ridiculously expensive right now.
Dude, I
Because
know.
well, maybe not now, but like midsummer, people were freaking out trying to buy used bikes.
Jesus. Oh, what's up,
Yeah.
Joe? Joe from Fit for an Autopsy. Hey, bud.
Hello.
Joe Bad. Mike Leon
Hello.
asks, you know Andrew Garrity?
Hey, he's the best. He's been on the
Dude.
podcast twice.
Oh, has he too?
He's
He's been on it twice?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Nice.
I had him on during that first Hell Over North America, Hell Over Europe, and
Okay.
he was far too nice. He wasn't Garrity.
Oh, what?
I like he like mimicked me, and he was like too nice and polite, and
I don't think I've ever
so I
even
had to
seen
have.
Andrew like that before.
Oh no, listen to an episode, you'd be like, who is this person?
Yeah, I
So I
gotta.
had him back during Hell Over North America, and then he told me about waking up on the floor next to the gun because he hit his uvula and he puked and
What?
passed out instead of killing himself. Yeah, so yeah,
Wow.
that was a much more darker Garrity
That was,
episode,
yeah, wow. So that was the
which
second one.
Which I'm happy did not happen because he's amazing. And I love
Yeah,
him.
he's a great guy. The first time I met him, he was just like so wired and shit, but like working his ass off. And I'm like, this guy, I think Bryce was the one that introduced me to him. I was like, this guy's fucking wild, dude. He's like, no, dude, Gary's the fucking man. He is so good at what he does. And
He's a genius.
I'm like, yo, he's on his shit right now. Yeah, I'm like, this dude's on his shit. Mike said he's seriously one of my best friends. We went to high school together. He was actually just here yesterday for lunch.
Wow.
One of the most interesting creatures on earth. Dude,
Yes,
Mike,
yes,
that's
genuine.
crazy. That's awesome.
100%
Small
genuine.
world.
He's just the nicest.
Yeah, he
the
is.
nicest.
He's a wild
And
guy, but he's the nicest fucking guy.
he loves his dog as much as you love yours.
That's awesome. What kind of dog does he have? Do you know offhand?
Oh, a beagle, I would
Oh,
say.
I love beagles.
Correct me if I'm wrong there, Mike, but I'm pretty sure that it's
It's
a beagle.
That's
I could be wrong.
yeah. That's fucking awesome. Nah, he's a great guy. He's a hard worker. Where does he live?
Florida.
Oh, it is Florida. That's right. So when did you first come up with the idea of Vox and Hops?
It was staying home with my daughter for a sabbatical when she was 2 years old, so that
Oh,
we could. My wife went back to work,
okay.
and I, after a certain amount of years at my job, can have the option to take a sabbatical. So I did,
Yeah.
so that we could keep her home even longer. She was 18 months, and we hung out for a whole year. It was super fun. Being from Montreal, during the winter, it gets dark rather early, and we don't watch TV with my kids. Even to this day, we don't watch TV with my kids.
Really?
Yeah, no. So we read books and listen to music and maybe some tapes on like stories,
Wow.
audio versions of it. Because being an educator, I really see, and my wife is very adamant about
I
it too.
like
Is
that. I like that.
the negative impacts of screens on children? It's bad enough for us as adults.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're not.
I don't know if any
You're
of you
not
people
wrong.
or if you. I don't know if you've watched this Netflix documentary,
Oh, I know
which
you.
goes against the social dilemma,
That's
right?
what
So
everyone's telling me to watch it. Everybody is.
it's brutally addictive. It is basically
It's
what the whole
it's on point,
new
right? Like what they talk about
Cryptops,
in it.
the whole new Cryptopsy album concept is all based around this, and I have had this in mind since before the pandemic.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Since I launched Vox and Hops, I've been finding myself being far more obsessed with social media, and it's not something that I enjoy whatsoever, but it seems to be like a mandatory and necessary evil, right? You can't have it.
You can't. Yep. I know.
Anyways, so I started listening to podcasts with my daughter during the winter in the afternoon because it gets dark so early. I started listening to the Jasta Show, the X-Men with Doc Boyle.
That's a good one.
Off Camera, Sam Jones. I really liked his interviewing style. He was very well researched, respectful, and listened a lot, which is something that I've really brought to Vox and Hops. I don't like to speak very much. If you've ever listened to an episode, I don't talk very much. I mostly just listen and try to give my guests the spotlight, which is something that came from the Sam Jones one. So that from there, my love of craft beer and thinking that I could have a podcast, that's where it all came from. And it started from that. I went for a dinner with my wife for her birthday. We started Bounce Sound. She is the producer of Vox and Hops at this point, so it is really like a project for both of us, and she helps me with everything.
I didn't even know that.
And we work, very seamlessly. A lot of our business meetings are really like on the weekend as we walk to the park. That's really how we ever have a chance to actually sit down and talk.
That's like the beating. Yeah.
That's it, because night times is bedtime, putting the kids to bed, and then I'm normally at night I'm conducting interviews, so we don't have a chat, and then I got to go to sleep because I got to work all day with the kids. So it's a lot of that's our little window where we get to actually bounce ideas off each other and try to keep the hustle going. But it's been going good. Over 185 episodes. Signing to the network, partnering with Heavy Montreal. One episode a week is presented by Heavy Montreal. Heavy Montreal is Montreal's premier metal promoter. They put on, an amazing festival every summer.
I've been dying to go to it.
It's so good. I've played just about all of them, right? I played Whack at Fest, Loud Park, Summer Breeze, and honestly, Heavy Montreal is up there with the best of them. So I'm super stoked to have them behind the podcast. Another, walk hustle that me and my wife came up with was teaming up with the World Beer Fest, La Mondiale de la Bière, which is something that happens every year here in Montreal. And I just I cold called, hit them up like, can I help you do something virtually? Because I'm so used to doing all the Zoom stuff, I could just do a roundtable. So I've done one already that came out in French in September. I've recorded the second one in English. So I just hang out with like brewers and beer experts and ask them questions. We taste beers for about like an hour, and just I'm just trying to make the most amount of little connections here and there to grow the Vox and Hops brand at this point. Throughout the first year of the podcast, my motto really was baby steps towards greatness, and for this second year, my motto is just keep going, don't stop.
Yeah, exactly. That's awesome.
That's really where I'm at.
No, I love it. I definitely fucking love it, dude. Seriously. Ooh, we just got a raid. Violence Obscene. What's going on, guys?
Hello, Raiders.
Yeah, Raiders, party of 7. I love that, like, Twitch, it's like, whoever it is, it'll say that, and it'll say rating with a party of 7. It's like you're going to, like, a restaurant. Okay, you got a party of 4?
So what's up, man? I saw Mike said that it was
a beagle. Yes.
And he does have a tattoo of Gigi Allen on his ass, and that's why he didn't get into the Navy.
Dude, because he had a tattoo
of Gigi Allen on his ass.
What? So because of a tattoo on his butt?
Yeah, because he lied on his medical or something like that. The Navy or the Army, I can't remember.
That's insane, dude. I saw Cryptopsy and realized that was a name I hadn't heard in ages.
We're still here, bud. We're still kicking it.
We're still here.
We're working on a new record, a full-length record, which will be coming out on a record label who I can't talk about yet, and I would love to finally say these words out of my mouth.
I think you told didn't you tell me on our phone?
I'm sure I told you.
Yeah, you did.
Everybody knows.
It's a good... Yeah.
Everybody knows, but we can't say it on a recording outside subs.
Do you guys have an idea when you'll be able to announce, or it probably won't be until like next year?
I don't know. I would imagine it would be next year once everything is. I'm sure they need some breathing room too with everything happening.
Probably. He was in the nuclear sub program for the Navy.
There you go. See, yeah.
Wow.
I'm not surprised.
Mike, that's wild.
He's a genius.
No, I know he is. It's crazy. That's crazy, dude.
Different life paths, huh?
Oh yeah, new record, Morrow.
Yeah,
next year sometime.
Crazy.
Full length.
Full length. We were taking a break from the Book of Sufferings to taking a break from the Book of Suffering. We were going to do a tome 3, but we decided to put that away for a little bit and do a full length and come back to the Book of Suffering afterwards.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm stoked about it. What's been coming out has been really, really Cryptopsy, yet strange, totally within the box of Cryptopsy. So there's nothing that's going to really throw people for a loop, but it's definitely not like other things.
Yeah, no, I don't doubt it, and I'm assuming Chris is the one recording it.
That is correct. Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. He is, dude. He is so good.
He is. He's. I feel like he's underappreciated. I hope that
he is, but I think more and more people are finding out about him.
I hope that they I just want like a big band to pick him up. That's what I'm hoping.
I know, something big, yeah. Dude, honestly, man, I love him. In my opinion, him and like Dave Otero are like two of my favorites.
Yeah, but
Otero too is like, and Putney as well.
Putney and Otero already have the recognition. I feel like Donaldson still needs that stamp for some reason.
Yeah, I know.
Not from me. I know that he can do. He's
amazing. Man, yeah, he's a monster. I feel like, dude. He's when I heard the Ingested record, for example, the new one, I was like, whoa, man. I was like, he got even better. And the guys were like, same thing. They were just like, yep. We're always going back to Chris. We're always going back to Chris. It's like that is it.
that fucking track with Kirk.
Oh,
Crowbar is so good. We were actually in a cabin in the woods writing the new Cryptopsy record when all of COVID hit in March.
Yeah.
And wow. That was the soundtrack of our days in this cottage, just listening to that. Memories.
Really? Oh man, it gives me chills every single time. Every single time I listen to that song. Yo guys, thanks for the follows. Appreciate it. Oh, yeah, there it is. What is it called again?
It is the Baltic Porter bourbon version from Baracity Distillery from here in Montreal. It is a Baltic Porter, which has been aged in a bourbon cask. 8.6%. Delicious.
It's perfect. Dude, I haven't. It's funny because my Moro in here, Vaquero, his name is, in the chat. He's like, "Are you gonna drink beer tonight?" I'm like, I might. It's just weird. Like I've noticed as I've gotten older, I've been having like stomach issues, and I'm like, what? I need to like change something. I need to change what I'm eating, maybe what I'm drinking. I need to switch things up and see if that cures the problem, I guess, before I go see a doctor. So I for the most part, cut out beer. I haven't drank. I think the last time I drank a beer
was with me. No, don't say that.
Dude, it could. I think it was though.
No.
And it was probably after. Even when I went to my friend's birthday. My friend Stu's birthday. What is this doing? Does this cut out again? No, it didn't. Okay. No, I had what did I drink that night? I drank fucking hard seltzers. But
I'm not a fan of hard seltzers.
Matt's not gonna approve.
I did an interview with Brittany Slays from Unleash the Archers, and she was drinking a White Claw, and I gave her a hard time. I forgive it.
It wasn't one of those. It wasn't Claw. It was something. It was a different one. It was really good, honestly. But yeah, I mean, I swear, I stopped drinking beer, and I'm like, okay, I noticed that my stomach doesn't hurt anymore. And then I was still eating meat, but mostly just chicken, not red meat. And me and my girlfriend completely went vegan. I still break and eat cheese here and there on certain things.
Did you? Good for you.
Yeah, like no other dairy. Like, wow. I haven't drank milk in so long.
I never liked milk.
Always, yeah, I can't tell you the last time I drank it. 10 years ago, maybe.
Even as a kid, I never liked milk. Never liked milk.
Yeah.
I'm a vegan. I've been a vegan since.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, I'm a vegan since 2018, 27. No, right after Devastation, I switched.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
I did that European tour with Mega, my tour manager, and then I came back a month later, and he was like, "Dude, you didn't tell me you're a vegan now. All of the cake." But it was okay. But yeah. I'm a vegan except
2 months
except
now
for beer.
for me.
Except for beer.
Except for beer, yeah.
Because a lot of them have lactose, and you can't have a craft beer podcast and not drink all the beers.
I know. Exactly.
So
I feel better.
I'll
tell you that.
I'll tell you, if I drink a lactose beer, I feel it.
Oh, do you? Yeah. Whenever I would whenever I would eat ice cream. There we go.
Mm.
If I would eat ice cream, I would do, my stomach would just despise me, dude, for like 2 days at least. And now I switched over, a while ago. I switched over to dairy-free ice cream a while ago, but as soon as I made that switch, it was just like, I'm fine.
Good.
There's a lot of good dairy-free ice creams, and there's one from Austin called Not a Moo ice cream.
I think I've heard about that, actually.
Dude, it's so fucking good. You will not be able to tell the difference. It's better than regular ice cream.
Anything.
Nah.
I
could never.
Cheese.
I don't think I could. Yeah, like I said, I'll break and eat cheese, like have cheese on certain things, and that really doesn't fuck me up. It doesn't fuck the stomach up. But
I survived. I survived on tour. I hear people always saying, "Oh, it's so hard on tour being vegan," but it's not true. It's really not hard. Honestly, the hardest place that I had being vegan on tour was in Japan. Funnily enough, because they just don't.
In Japan,
they don't believe in it. I was like, just give me a piece of tofu with vegetables. I don't care. And it was a bit difficult. That was probably the worst. Indonesia was easy.
Just Japan was kind of the issue.
All the rest of Europe was sort of easy. The States is super easy because you just buy your own food and just cook. You're going to survive on a can of chickpeas and some vegetables.
I mean, you can buy just tofu. Like I buy this tofu from Whole Foods it has like lightly seasoned. You can eat it cold or hot. And dude, cold. I had it yesterday. It tastes great. It's like you can just go out and buy a fucking thing of that, open that thing up, and just mix it in with whatever you want and eat it.
Good for you. That's good then. I'm happy. Not that we're preaching it. You guys can eat whatever you guys
No, eat whatever the fuck you guys want.
I'm happy that DeFonce is.
I'm not going to be I'll never be one to be like, oh, you eat meat. And like, yeah, it's you, man. You want my...
And then it's funny, not to throw him under the bus, but I toured that Devastation, and Kendrick was a vegan. And I was a vegetarian.
Yes, he was.
I was a vegetarian at the time. And seeing him be able to do it on the road, I was like, it is realistic. I can do it. And now he's completely not vegan or vegetarian.
I know. He's so funny, man. I love Alex.
Yeah, love him.
We'll play Call of Duty together. Oh my god, he just makes me laugh the whole time. He's so ridiculous. He's just still. I remember before. Excuse me. Wow, I met him. I was like, before Devastation started, I heard from my friend EJ was like, yeah, man, Alex, he's a wild one. Have fun with him.
EJ's cool too, though.
Yeah, EJ Shannon's the fucking man. And he's like, yeah.
I just hit him up this week.
Fun.
I just hit him up, for an interview, and I wanted, I was hoping him to hook me up with someone else that I want to talk to. Yeah.
Oh, cool. No,
Which gets me in trouble. Which gets me in trouble with publicists, I got to tell you.
Does it?
I got my fingers slapped. I wanted to speak to a certain artist that just got signed to Napalm, and I asked my contact there if I could speak with them, and they said maybe we should wait till the record comes out. And then I did my Friday night few beers in me hustle game and asked a friend to introduce me. Got the interview, and then I got the message the next day from the publicist saying, I thought we said we would wait.
Oh, man. It's like, I don't want to wait.
It's okay. I don't want to talk about the new record. I want to talk about how they got signed, and I want to talk
Yes.
There's a whole different conversation.
Exactly.
It's okay. I got my interview.
Yeah. No, that's all that matters.
No, they've been great to me. Yeah.
Oh, that's
now awesome. It's crazy. It's just the amount of finding the time to interview everyone and to get it all out, because I have publicists coming from a few labels hitting me up now, and then there's my own personal interest ones.
Yeah.
On top of having
a lot of juggling.
The heavy ones, the heavy Montreal ones that are also at a different, interesting, bigger level most of the time when I get those ones. So
wow.
It's just a matter of balancing everything now. So just keep going.
Scheduling. A lot of scheduling.
And don't get sick. That's
Yeah, and don't get sick. Yes.
You know what's really annoying about 2020? You can't call in sick anymore.
No. If you
'Cause
do,
you got to go get a test. You got to go get a
yeah.
test.
You know, it's funny. So I just got a part-time job for this outside company that delivers for Amazon. So I just need something to fucking do.
I would love to have DeFonce bring something to my door.
So, and they emailed me. I got an email from them. They're doing free COVID testing. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay. I mean, I guess I will do it. I mean, why not?
So you just take the test and that's it?
Well, I don't need to take the test to get the job, but they're just like, they're encouraging everyone to do it because they're paying for it. The company's paying for it. And, you know, why shouldn't you?
Yeah.
So I'm going to do it when I start. I start training on Thursday.
Okay. But then you're clean at that day.
Yeah.
You can catch COVID the next day, though. It's true.
Well, the first 2 days are actually online training at home.
Okay.
And then I go in for like orientation and then a like driving course thing, which I'm a good driver, so I'll be fine. I hope. It'll be fun.
So Sven threw out the Finberg topic. Do you want to broach it?
I don't mind.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, no, I'm not surprised.
Well, maybe I'm
it was
surprised
come
that
out.
it's taken this long.
Yeah.
Or 2020 had to be here where things are not tolerated anymore.
Yeah.
For to give the platform to shine a light on it. It's nothing new that's been happening in the industry for many years. You know, it's just surprising that he still has such a reputation.
It's still going
with big bands. You know, like
strong.
He still books Halloween.
Yeah.
Right, and that's huge. I remember when Dave.
Yes, Mike.
Dave Boucher.
Oh yeah, I love Dave.
Dave Boucher put on that show when Halloween came through Montreal, and it was a huge production. You know, so
yeah, I huge too.
I don't know why these bands still work with him. I guess that he gets them the money.
That's what I think talks to a lot of these bands is the money, and it's like, I get it. You want to get paid. You want to make money, especially when you get older. You're still in a band. You know, and you go on tour, you want to get paid. You want to get paid good. You want to come home with good money. But it's like, to what extent? I mean, there's other agents out there that can do the same thing can do.
Was it back in the day that he was the only one doing it at the level of these bands? Like, let's say,
I think so.
I don't want to throw names, but
yeah, I don't.
What there's many more booking agencies that handle not the huge big bands yet, but these middle tier bands. Was he the only one doing those, and that's why they had no choice and they felt trapped?
Maybe, but there was even back then, I think there was still, I don't know, what are we talking, like early 2000s, mid 2000s, and before that? Because he's been around for a while.
Yeah, because he was doing Cryptopsy.
Right? 90s.
He got Cryptopsy. I'm pretty sure it was him that got the Demo tours and all those early 90 tours.
The early, yeah.
When I remember when I've never had a bad experience with him personally, but because they severed ties with him right before we started touring when I joined Cryptopsy.
It was right before that.
I just heard the story of Flo telling him that they were done, and he was like, "Good luck flipping burgers," and that was like a big. Flo didn't like that, obviously.
Yeah.
So that's the most. And then I've heard from Alex O'Byrne that the throwing darts on a map for the routing, but I've also heard that about you. So.
I think he was worse. Yeah. I read some shit, man. Where I think it was in the article from today. I think it was one of the.
It was Danny Marino. No, that
wasn't it? Yeah, it was Danny. It was like 1,000. Like how? Like 1,000 kilometers in a van. And I'm like, dude, you can't do that. That's like when it comes down to, okay, the next show is not going to be until this place because I can't get anything in between. Then it's just like, well, I'm just going to put a fucking off day.
Yes, please.
You know, that's it. We're going to put a drive day, guys. This is all. I cannot. There's nothing else we can do here, right? So it's like, it's crazy to me. But anyway, yeah. I had, a few encounters with him. One dated back to, and this is 10 years ago. God, time flies. It was when I was living in Los Angeles, and I had a lunch meeting scheduled with him. And this is before I knew anything bad about him. And I think it was the day, I'm pretty sure it was the day before is when I found out some stories. And I was like, okay, I need to call this thing off. But I don't want to piss the guy off. I don't want any issues, right? So I was just like, it was just simple. I called him, left a voicemail, and he didn't answer. So I left him a voicemail. And I was just like, hey, I'm not going to be able to make it. Something came up. Very simple, straight to the point. And he called me back, and I missed his call. And I got a voicemail of him literally telling me I'm a F word.
Wow.
And called me an asshole and told me that I was never going to make it in the industry and this, and that.
Were you going there to like work for him?
No. It was just like I heard about John then, and I found out like what bands he was booking. We were in contact about something.
Okay, I listened to this whole episode on the X-Men with Doc Coyle with him, and it's a very good listen.
Oh, really?
And this is back when I was still researching for Vox&Hops, but it was he's a human. He wasn't a horrible. It didn't sound like a horrible piece of garbage throughout that whole 2-hour conversation. But everyone has their sides, and he's definitely ran. I know a band here in Montreal that got ran into the ground because of him. Just putting them out onto tour after tour after tour, taking a cut of their money, and just killed them.
Yeah, just ran them to the ground and burned them out, and that was it. Yeah, I mean, it's, there's a good amount of bands that Stefan books, for example, at the agency, Continental, that came from Finberg, came from John's roster, that went over to Steph. And it's just like, I remember even I was trying to do a tour. I'm not even going to name band names, but I was trying to do a tour with one band and their friend's band, their friends that John books. And I was like, okay, I'll try to work with them. I'll keep things civil. I'm not going to, be an ass to them or anything, because it's just not me. Unless you're going to be an asshole to me, then I'm probably going to be an asshole to you. And I'll try to make this happen for you guys. But I just told the band that I work with, I was like, don't get your hopes up. And if you really want to make this work, you need to tell your friends in that band that he books that they need to take charge of this. Because ultimately, the agent works for the band. That's how I've always looked at it. And it's like, we obviously, when the band hires an agent, the agent's going to have a say and give out their thoughts and ideas and, everything like that. That's fine. But at the end of the day, it's on the band to make the call, in my opinion. So I just told my guys, I was like, listen, just talk to him. Talk to your friends and tell them if they really want to make this happen, they need to push it through. I will stay civil and I will try to make it work. And he was just like lowballing, like being like, yeah, I'll go, like a band that I work with that makes like, couple grand plus headlining. He was like saying like, all right, we'll give him a couple $100. It was like, no, man,
just
like, crazy.
Purposely trying to just throw it away.
Yeah, and like they have great numbers, the whole thing. And it was just like I had all the, headline numbers, everything backing it up, right? And it was just like, even my guys were like, we'll take less, we don't care, because they're like very flexible guys. And it just didn't work out. He was starting to get aggro with me, and I was just like, I'm not dealing with this. And I told my guys, I'm like, listen, if you want to make this happen, tell your guys they need to be the ones to make it happen, because I'll step away from it, and if you guys want to handle it. And the guys that I work with were like, no, if it's going to be like that, we're not going to bother. Like, they shouldn't be with a person like that.
I still think that he's still going to have a job. I don't think that what happened today is going to change these relationships that he's built with all these bands. It'd be nice if they did wake up a little bit and realize that he has caused harm in the scene. Bringing up Brittany Slays again, she made an awesome post today where she tagged his whole roster and
really
said, you guys have a variety of options to choose from aside from this horrible human, and tagged all of these other booking agencies. So hats off to her for having the balls and the gumption to do that.
Wow. You need to show me that post later.
I'll send it
What?
to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be a good DeFonce showcase post. I love how you and Riley from Allegiant
I love Riley.
don't take shit from anyone.
Nah.
and
Sometimes like Steph and Mauricio would be like, "Hey Dan, tone it down a little bit." Nah, man. Nah, I ain't toning shit down. Sometimes I'm like, all right, I'll tone it down a little bit.
It's just,
but yeah,
it's just perfect. It's you in your social media form. I love it. What happened with Unique Leader? I totally missed this because I was going to have you on Thursday. You fell ill, so you couldn't come on, and I was doing the whole intro talking, and one of my guests, the person from the gang was like, no, he's definitely not a Unique Leader. I was like, are you sure? And then he showed.
I thought I told you. I guess I did. I don't know. I kind of kept it under wraps in a sense. Nothing like bad happened. To be honest, I just wasn't seeing eye to eye with Jamie that much. And I just think we were on two different, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? Wavelength? I don't know.
That's what I had in mind.
Yeah, just like we were just seeing eye to eye. And I was kind of just over it. I just didn't really want to work for a label anymore. And yeah, that's really it. And it just we did have sort of an argument. It wasn't anything serious, but it was kind of like what made me not want to be with the label anymore. No, it wasn't like anything bad. Like he didn't like disrespect me or anything like that, or do anything shady. He didn't do anything like that. Nothing like that. It was just like, I don't see eye to eye with you. And it's just like, I'm over it. I don't want to deal with this anymore. And honestly, I've been fine with that. I feel better. And it's just, it is what it is. He's still doing it. The label's still going. They got the new Deeds of Flesh record coming out. The new Deeds of Flesh song was just released today. And it's sick.
Yeah, it's great.
It's fucking great. The lineup of different guest vocalists that they have is amazing. So there's cool shit coming from the label. But I mean, it's just, I don't want to do the label thing anymore. I'm kind of like, whatever. Unless like something big. If like Nuclear Blast came to me, I'd be like, okay. Probably. I'd be like, oh, all right. Yeah, sure, guys.
What about this? Have you spoken about this yet? And you've had it's like kicking a dead horse. Is the Chris Barnes 6 Feet Under? Have you spoken about this on your Twitch yet?
No, I don't think so. I feel like it got brought up on one of my streams, not with one of these podcast episodes, but it was like just one of my like gaming streams. I was just playing some game, and it got brought up. I think it was the day that song came out. And it was funny because I was in bed the night before, or maybe it was the day after, because I remember being in bed and it came up on my Facebook timeline. And someone was just like, one of my friends was just like laughing about it. And just like the post was just like, is this real? And so like I clicked on it and I started listening. I was like, oh my God, is this real? Is this a fucking joke? And I remember showing my girlfriend and she's like, what the fuck is that? I'm like, I don't know.
I don't understand. My take on it is this, is that I'd be sad if I ever got to that point, A.
Yeah, I'd call you too. I'd call you and be like, Matt, what's up, man?
Which is where I'm headed next. Is don't understand how he's not surrounded by people that would do that, to call him and say, just stop, or take a break, or get in shape,
or yeah, are you not feeling that well? Like you don't have to do vocals this week.
And the producer, like
who would say that's fine? Because the music's not bad. It's just. Me personally, I was never really a fan of Chris's vocals. No offense.
The bleeding.
Yeah?
Yeah. The bleeding. I mean, it's amazing. It's just so good.
I don't think I ever heard it. I remember hearing some stuff like earlier, like years, when I was younger, like probably 10-something years ago, hearing 6 Feet Under. I just wasn't, it didn't catch me. It didn't pull me in.
They toured with Cryptopsy way back in the day before I was when Mike was in the band. They had so much fun. It was a good
really?
tour. It was a crazy tour lineup. I can't remember who else was on it, but when I saw the flyer, I was like, what? I can't remember. I don't want to say anything that's wrong. But,
Yeah,
but they definitely did it in
was
Europe
nuts.
altogether, and he still had it then. But to not
his
to
earlier
not be
stuff, his
like
vocals were
surrounded by
better.
people around you, that these yes people around you is dangerous. You need to have critical people in your circle to always keep you on your toes, and I think that this new 6 Feet Under record is an exact representation of that he doesn't have that, because someone
No.
should have told him, don't release this. But he
Yeah.
also released that cover thing, right?
Oh, what was the cover thing?
I don't know, he put out like an album, I think, of covers that were horrible.
Yeah,
TNT,
it
was it TNT?
Oh, an AC/DC song?
Yeah. I could be wrong.
Was it 6? He did, didn't he?
Yeah.
The Graveyard, was it? Oh yeah, Graveyard Classics is a cover album by 6 Feet Under, which includes TNT by AC/DC, Sweet Leaf by Black Sabbath, and a bunch of other songs from Exodus, Accept, The Monkees, Deep Purple, Dead Kennedys,
The Monkees.
And a Venom song too.
But no faulting him for wanting to still keep going. I want artists to go. I want artists to go forever, but this is not going to help his career.
Yeah, I just don't see how it will, and it's like becoming it's
a viral joke.
It's a viral, yeah, and it's like, what, you didn't think that was going to happen? I don't know.
Zodiac.
I've tried booking 6 Feet Under in the past, and he just wanted. Money wasn't reasonable. That's all it really was. But hey, it is what it is. So anyway, so what do you got coming? When's the next episode?
I have an episode dropping tomorrow. I'll give you guys a sneak peek. It's with Blasco, who plays bass for a few small bands such as Ozzy Osbourne and Zach Sabbath.
Those are small bands, honestly.
It's a great episode. We talk about how he's been coping with 2020. We talk about his management company, which is something I find very interesting. How it all got started. How he convinced the first bands to let him do it. And it's been a huge success. So that's that. And then coming up on Friday, I have an episode with Kanawagi Brewing Company, which is a very cool brewery on a First Nations territory right outside of Montreal. It is one of the only craft beer breweries on a First Nation territory, and they're making just crazy, amazing hazy beers and European-inspired lagers. He hit me up during the summer, funnily enough. The brewer's name is Drew Stevens, and he just wrote me one message. Like, I've known him because from the Montreal metal scene. He used to play in a band called Avery's Descent, and he was the vocalist of that band. So we've known each other for a few years. We played some shows together, not with Cryptopsy, with some other projects that I was a part of. And he just wrote me, Cryptopsy. We should make a beer together. And I was like, dude, fuck yeah, we should. I've been wanting to make a beer forever. So it's happening.
That's such a cool name.
It's happening. It is awesome. Coming up in October, November, we'll see how COVID lets everything happen. We're going to be making a double dry hopped Pilsner, which is going to be coming out, and we're doing. I have an artist that's making some artwork for it now. We're going back and forth over that, but it's crisp, hopsy. And
I love that name, dude.
But it has a sub name. Pilsner Supremacy.
I love it.
So that's great. So that's happening. This coming Thursday is the live interview with Danny Marino of The Agonist at the Thirsty Thursday hang, which is going to be happening at 8 p.m. And that's this week, and there's other cool stuff coming up next week as well.
Awesome, man. Let's see. Oh, one last thing. Benny asked, Vox&Hops merch restock?
Oh, it's up in the air. I do have something else that's coming up, very, very cool. Another thing I can't really talk about. It's another collab with something else that I can't just announce yet, but that will have some merch tied to it. Since I've joined...
I should have worn my shirt. I have it in the closet.
It's a good
we
shirt.
could be matching. Right
I was worried that you would have done it, but I would have I have another one that I would have put on instead. since I joined the network, there's a
Yep.
something tied in with the merch, so I've been holding back for that. But I do have
Okay.
ideas in mind. I have so many ideas. I want to make a hazy IPA theme shirt with "Praise the Haze" as
Praise the haze.
as the back print. And my first thing that I really want to do, I wanted to do it more in the summer, but it didn't happen. I work out a lot, trying to fight the hops. Because I'm vegan, I work out, I'm healthy. The only reason I'm gaining weight is because of the beer.
It's the beer, man.
So
do it to you.
Fight the hops. I'm gonna make workout clothes.
Dude, really?
Yeah.
I cannot wait for that.
Tank tops and shorts and the usual. Yeah.
The usual stuff. That's fucking awesome.
I want those jogging pants too. Ingested has 6 jogging pants. I gotta get some Vox&Hops jogging pants.
Their Ingested merch spread is ridiculous.
Sam Yates. Sam Yates is a artistic genius when it comes to designs. Yeah.
Dude, even Lynn's been doing some too, and it's crazy. Yeah.
Oh, he did some posters for you guys. That's true.
Yep, dude. Lynn. Yeah. Dude,
actually, I featured on a new project with Lynn.
Oh.
We'll see when that comes out, but yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know about that.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Oh, I'm a person above that.
That's awesome. Hell yeah.
Lots of cool stuff coming up. Lots of next Thursday. Oh, and next Thursday, the 8th of October, is the second roundtable discussion, which I host for the Mondial de la Bière, which is the World Beer Fest, which happens they have one in Montreal, in Brazil, and in Paris. Everything's canceled this year, which is why we're doing some virtual stuff. And that's next Thursday at 8 p.m. on the Mondial's Facebook page. Yeah.
That's awesome. Cool. Those are good things to know.
Lots of busy stuff. We don't stop.
Yeah.
Just keep going.
No, we don't. We got to keep going. Tomorrow I have Mauricio.
Oh,
from
nice.
Cataclysm.
Yes.
Who is one of my 2 bosses.
He's amazing. He's amazing.
He's one of my 2 bosses. So he's going to be on here. Cataclysm just released a new record, which I think
it's good.
It's fucking great.
It's cool with the down-tuned guitars, the 7-string guitars.
I know.
I like it.
It sounds awesome.
Deftones has them beat for my album of the week, but
dude, yeah, Deftones record's fucking cool.
It destroyed the ocean for me, and I love the ocean.
Oh wait, didn't the Ocean come out with a new record?
Yeah, and I'm a huge Ocean fan.
I have not listened to that yet.
I did a few times, but I keep going back to that Deftones record.
You keep going. It's one, yeah. I gotta listen. I pulled up the Ocean, so I remember to listen to it.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah, no, it's fucking awesome. Well, everyone, thank you for stopping by. Matt, thank you for being my guest this week.
My pleasure.
It's always great talking to you. We're going to go. I decided that we're going to raid Eric, the drummer of Necrogoblicon.
Yeah, very cool.
His stream is just starting right now, so it's still on this, the standby screen because he just booted it up right now. He's also the drummer of Veil of Nath. He's fucking great. Well, Bryce Butler is, but Eric has recorded the Veil records. So anyway, we're going to go raid him, show him some love, give him a follow if you haven't yet. And Matt, thank you again, dude.
Of course, bud. Thank you so much.
All right. I'll talk to you soon.
Yes.
Cheers. Later, Matt. Take care, dude.
Cheers, bud.
Cheers. Bye. All right, guys. We're going to go raid Eric, drummer of Necrogoblicon. Done a lot with Veil of Nath as well. So let's go raid him. Tell him what's up. Give him a follow. He's a great dude. He has great streams. You'll love him. Very entertaining.